Hi guys, it's Oluchi and this is saying it as it is. So my first episode came out on Thursday last week and the feedback and I didn't expect a lot of people to listen, to be honest, and I'm very, very grateful. And I really love the feedbacks, I love the suggestions. I've written them down and I hope to improve in due time. And to be honest, I didn't expect a lot of people to like listen to it because I just thought they might just say, "What does this girl want to yap about again?" But I really, really appreciate the love, and I hope you guys continue to engage and listen. And then I wanted to talk about something before I go on to today's topic. Guest. This is a new podcast, and obviously, I will need guests because there are some topics that need other people's opinion on the podcast. But for now, I'm just trying to build it, so it's going to be it's going to be just me for now, for like the first 5, 6 episodes. It's just going to be Oluchi, and with time, we would invite people to come and talk because there are some topics that need other people's opinions, like I said before. So, guys, and one more thing, we have a community on Twitter. For those of you who are on Twitter that don't know, we have a community on Twitter and you can join. And on that community or in that community, we get to talk about what was said on the podcast and people can drop their opinions. And mind you, please, if you have any suggestions, please don't hesitate to let me know about them. I am here to improve. I want to be better. So I would love any form of improvement, what to do to like be better. And I love you guys. And don't forget to hit APC. I think some of you are forgetting. Put that at the back of your mind. Okay? Especially we the young people. It's important that you hit that party. So before I go any further, we talked about bare minimum the last episode, and to be honest, I was really, really happy with how people took it, and now I understand the concept clearly. So today we're going to be talking about bad moms. I feel a lot of people don't want to accept that they are bad parents, and unfortunately, I was part of those people before. I used to feel like, oh, why would this person be insulting their parents online or talking shit about their parents online? It makes no sense. Like, why are you doing that? They are your parents. You're meant to love them. Yada yada yada. So I felt, or I feel like that was very, very um. When I say inconsiderate, I don't know what word to use right now. I feel that was very short sighted of me because you don't downplay people's experiences, especially when it comes to parents. People have different experiences with their parents, and to be honest, I feel it's very, very wicked of anybody to downplay their experiences with their parents. And I remember something one time I saw on Twitter. One babe was talking about her mom, and in my mind, I was like, "Oh, this girl be insulting her mom like this. Mom, that's your mother. She carried you for 9 months and whatnot." But now that I have come to think of it and thinking about so many things I've seen and I've heard, and I actually taught in a school. So I've seen a lot of things. Yeah. To be honest, I don't care. Like, children are not party packs. To be honest, you have sex and you have unprotected sex and children will come. So it's not like you are like forced to have children. It's something that you do with the intention of having them. So a lot of fathers, to be honest, get a lot of hits, as they should, to be honest, because we shouldn't be excusing deadbeat parents. If your parents do not train you right or give you the adequate things you need for your upbringing, you are going to affect, or you are going to be a problem to the society. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it is something that is inevitable. If you were not raised right, most of the time, you are going to be a problem in the society. So, a lot of fathers are getting hit for that, as they should. Bad fathers, by the way. But when it comes to mothers, there's this people are more, how will I say it? People are more sentimental about, like, when you say a mother is a bad mother. And maybe because of the advantage women have with kids, that's like childbearing. There's this connection that happens when a mother gives birth to a child. Automatically she has an advantage with the child, because there's the whole nurturing, there's the whole breastfeeding, there's this connection that is not the same with the men, right? So when mothers do certain things, you hear people say, even your mother will tell you, "Oh, I carried you for 9 months. Why are you speaking to me like that?" So there's this advantage women have, mothers have, when it comes to children. But then again, I'm asking, bad mothers are giving a lot of grace, and it still boils down to the whole women are not as bad as men. To be honest, I don't think evil, the only advantage evil men have over women is strength. Let me give you an example. When I went to camp, I did my camp, my NYSC camp in Obubra, Cross River State. All of you that served in Obubra camp, I'm saying hello to you. So when I was in camp, I think we were just like 7 or 8 or 9 days in, and I over, like, this babe was like crying, and I had to ask her that, "Oh babe, why are you crying?" And she was like, "Oh, that she's very, very broke, that she doesn't have money, that she has spent all her money." And I was like, ah, I didn't want to say, "Oh, call your mom or call your dad," so I don't sound insensitive. But I was like, "Is there anybody you can just call to like send you money?" So she was like, "Oh, let her call her mom." So she put the phone on speaker and she called her mom. And her mom is like, how far? Like they were speaking pidgin. The mom was like, "How far?" She was like, mom, see, how far? Um, Mommy, can you please send me money? And the mother was like, I don't get money to give you. Men no dey there. When I heard that, I, like, that there's this expression, I don't know, like, okay. And mom was like, "Men no dey there. Find one now, we go give, fuck you, give me money." Like, for real? Like, your mom, you called your mom to ask for money, and that's like the brilliant suggestion she has to give you. Like, the suggestion was so straight up, like, she didn't even try to cover her mouth. She just said it out. So this girl was like, "Mommy, what do you mean by that?" She was like, As I no get now, you go find another way." The baby started crying and she got the call. Now there are so many instances of mothers, not even aunties or cousins, like mothers giving out their young daughters to men for money. Like, it is a thing. The first woman who is meant to protect you is feeding you to wolves, and you're so confused, because why? Why is my mom moving this way? And then you have mothers who know that their daughters are like still in school, struggling, and you see them putting pressure on their daughters to send me money. We never chop. Like, okay, how do you expect someone in uni to fend for you if you are not going to push her into doing weird stuff for money, like it's inevitable, or how else do you expect her to get money? So I feel like mothers in general get a lot of grace when it comes to being bad people. Like I remember there was one video on TikTok, I don't even know. One babe was talking about how her mother used to pound pepper and put it in her private parts. Like this is that was not like the first time or the second time or third time I've heard something like that. At the end of the day, you hear people say, now your mama now, you go forgive her. Yes, you should forgive your parents, but there needs to be consequences for like this abuse because that's abuse. Abi, or what do you guys think? Is it not abuse? And then secondly, I feel mothers are very good with like manipulation, and they are that good because they are like our primary caregivers. This is where I need men to like step up. Just try and don't just allow your wife do all the caregiving. Just try and involve yourself because it's easy to manipulate people when you do things like when you are the one that does majority of the things they need. Mothers are very good with manipulation, and over time when you grow up, you get to see that some things that your mom said about your dad wasn't accurate. But then again, we're sticking to the bad moms, remember? So I have some few questions. Do you guys think that bad moms exist? Because there's some people that believe no mother is bad. Everybody's mom is best mom in the world. But obviously we see them everywhere. We see them in NYSA office. We see them in like NIN office. Like when you're trying to do something, you see them there. And do you think bad moms are treated the same way they treat bad dads? But then again, I don't think we have mothers that like run away and leave their children as often as men do. And then do you think that society is responsible for enabling bad behaviors from mothers? Do you think? Because I think people are, but then again it's not a one size fits all because we have seen cases where deadbeat fathers are forgiven. So I don't know. This is just my own opinion, and I really want you guys to tell me what you feel about it. And then I need to say something, and I hope nobody takes it out of context. But I feel like a lot of people don't believe women are capable of evil. And we see it like in everything we do. We see people that say, oh, women don't do this, women don't do that. But it still boils down to how people see women or see mothers. Because I remember on Twitter, one girl was complaining about her father, and someone quoted it and said, you will never see a guy talking about his mom this way. But I vividly remember one time on TikTok, one guy was narrating how he knows that his mother hates him. So at the end of the day, I just feel there's this people like to hush hush about their parents. To be honest, I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to use my own family matter to entertain anybody on social media because to be honest, it's very stupid because they are going to keep on reminding you. But then again, we can't be shutting down people who are bold enough to talk about it because it changes how people perceive parents, especially mothers, because I feel like they are very shielded. At the same time, this is just my own opinion on it. People might have like different views about it, which is very, very valid. But do you guys actually think that mothers are giving more grace? Because you hear some things some people's moms have done to them, and you still see people saying, "Oh, she's your mother. She carried it for 9 months. Just forgive her." So, what do you guys think? Me, I know that they are bad moms. I have witnessed a lot. Even as a teacher, I saw some mothers like, God damn, your daughter is complaining about maybe her period, and you're like, who is one of those things? Like I said, a lot of deadbeat fathers get hits, which, to be honest, they deserve it. But with mothers, there's this sentimental attachment to the fact that they carried you for 9 months. It is a very big deal. I'm not even going to lie. Or don't you think that's like an advantage to whatever abuse they carry out on their own kids, from verbal abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse? It gets watered down because of, oh, they had you in their stomach for 9 months. So I really want to know what you guys think about this particular topic. And I want you to have a very, very beautiful week. And don't forget to take care of yourselves. And remember, you have to hit APC, like hit them with passion. Bye, guys.